Hi, and thank you for watching. Today, I'm doing a tutorial on this eye look. It's just one of my favorites ever. This is like old school YouTube makeup tutorial. I love these colors on the eye. I think these are all MAC eyeshadows, but I didn't do that on purpose. I just think that these are the prettiest colors ever. I have my favorite eyeshadow ever, MAC Uninterrupted, on the eye and smoked out. So it's just really pretty. I love this look. Everybody is going to look really pretty in this look, and that's just always really fun to do. And I just want to like redirect my channel a little to be more makeup and doing the glam thing because that's what I love. I fell off for a while, which I thought was something as simple as wearing a mask or something and maybe not being as excited about makeup. I think the world affected all of us so badly, so it was worse than that, and I finally feel like uplifted again and in a really good mood and really passionate, so I want to share that with you. I love coming on here when I feel like this. Like I actually filmed this makeup look once before. Coming out of the way that the world has been lately, I'm so excited about it, but my communication came off like a little bit too negative. And obviously like your mental health and all that is so much more important than makeup. This is just something fun and silly. I just didn't realize how much trivial things can indicate like where you're at on your mental health. You're definitely worth the time to sit and think about. And if you're in a good place, then celebrate it. And if you aren't, then maybe try to find out what will get you through it. I love just being able to sit and think about just makeup. It's such a nice escape. This is like my go-to lately. Alrighty guys, let's get started. So I start off with some Palmer's lip balm. I do that a few steps throughout. We're going to prime the eye with Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. And I love to prime the eyeshadow. It just keeps it from getting all creasy and weird. It just helps brighten the colors and make all of the powders apply really smoothly to the skin. So I just apply this concealer and then set it with the ILIA Soft Focus Powder. Oh my goodness, you guys, I feel really like old school YouTube right now. This is so fun. Anyway, so just take your time priming your eye, and this will be a very necessary step. So I'm starting off the eyeshadow with MAC Omega, and this is the Sigma E40. So this looks like nothing on the lid, but this is a very necessary step. The transition shade will help all of the colors blend really seamlessly, and it's just adding a little bit of depth to the crease right where we want it. So I go in really slowly and hold the brush at the end, and I edited a little bit of footage out, but blend soft enough to where your eyelid isn't moving. Like here, I've only kept like the good stuff, but you don't want to blend too hard. It will make your eyeshadow look weird, and you don't really want to pull the skin on your eyelid. So once you get a nice amount of depth on there, I take the Sigma E35 with no additional product, and I just continue to blend at the transition. Just makes everything really blendy. This is MAC Uninterrupted in Sigma E25. I lift my brows when I apply this because I'm concentrating it to the outer the outer corner as well as the outer crease. This will just give that really beautiful caramel. Oh, it's such a nice color, really flattering. Anyway, I do apply this to the rest of the lid as well, but this outer corner where I'm initially packing the product is very important to your blendy, trendy look. So I'm just gonna admire my work. Then I'm taking the MAC 242 brush. It is a flat brush, but it has that like dome shaped, and this is how I really pack it onto the lid. But don't go in with too much product because if you pack this on, then when you blink, it'll all fall on your face. And this is so beautiful on the lid, but it doesn't look good when it's falling down. I'm taking the E25 again and just distributing and blending a little bit more color to the crease. And with the E40 again, I'm just blending it. But yeah, I would rather go in with a little bit of product and layer and layer and layer than to pack it on. So this is the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen, my favorite eyeliner ever. The price is really steep, but it is a dual-sided pen. So right now I'm taking the like the brush tip, and I'm just mapping out my wing. So this is kind of weird, but I make the wing outline and then I apply one more shade of eyeshadow. So I'm just doing that here, and it's just going to be an outline. This pen applies ink so nicely. I don't know if it's age or what, but my eyelids are a little bit like looser, droopier. I'm not really sure, but this still applies really well, and it makes that really nice eyeliner line. This is MAC Carbon on the Morphe E36. And again, I'm going in with a little tiny amount of product and just really focusing this on the outer crease. This will uplift the eye. This will add drama. This is a really flattering step. I don't like to miss it. Otherwise, I think my eyelid looks a little blank, even with all this eyeshadow on it. So this is super necessary for that dramatic look. We're doing the glam thing today. What else is new? Again, I'm doing the Sigma E25 with MAC Uninterrupted just to blend it all together because I don't really want this look to be black. I want it to be that beautiful sepia caramel. Now I'm just filling in the eyeliner, and this pen, like I said, applies the color so nicely. I just love winged liner. Like, you can make up what your eye shape is basically, and I just love that. So this distributes color really nicely. It's not too wet, but it just fills in perfectly. And then I go in on the lash line because you don't want your skin to show through on your lash line. So it looks crazy to do, but it's really worth it to take the time to do. And then, of course, we have to do it again because we have two eyes. So I'm just filling in this wing as well. And yeah, I like to go in and do my eyes first because of how much I'm touching my face with my fingers. Otherwise, this would be stamping all over my face makeup. We're going in with lashes. These are my favorites, Lilly Lash, Faux Mink, Mykonos, and they're such a breeze to apply. Like, if you're intimidated by eyelashes, I say take the time to learn them because it's so much easier and more foolproof than, say, mascara. So much room for error with mascara. And look what a difference these make. Oh my goodness. I'm not skipping this step. It's just my daily makeup. Is that crazy? Anyway, this is how I'm doing the eyes today, and I love it. So let's move on. I'm just touching up the eyeliner, and now we'll do the face talk through style. I do my hair after my eyes. It's really weird, but it works for me because, like, when I'm styling it, I put it in my face, and I don't want to do that after I do my face makeup. So I just want to put some MAC Fascinating in my waterline, and then we will do the face. I kind of like mixing talk throughs with tutorials because I think, like, for the eyes, like the colors and all that, I like to do voiceover style so I can really do like the tutorial thing. Then for the face, it's like, just get ready with me. We can talk about other things. It can be a little bit more casual, you know what I mean? On my lips, this is the Dior Forever Skin Veil. We have not been able to remove our masks yet in Washington State. It's coming next week. So exciting. I guess I didn't realize how something as simple as makeup can represent the rest of your mental health. I didn't really think about it. I didn't put two and two together. I am a glam girl through and through. When I'm not excited about makeup, the makeup part of it isn't really the main focus, or it shouldn't be, but it's more like when you lose interest in things that you love. That's not a good place to be in mentally. I didn't realize what a low that I was at. I'm going to apply Benefit Professional. I'm feeling so inspired, just so happy and so excited to get back into things. I'm sure that this has been an emotional toll on everybody, so I hope that you're also getting to a better place because it feels really good to feel good, of course. This, I just focus on my problem areas. Not that any of your face is a problem, but just like the places that you have like more texture and bigger pores. And I mention this in every video. Before I ever do my makeup, I always go to the sink and I wash my hands with soap and water, and then I wet my beauty blender. So make sure to do that, especially before touching your face. This is the Dior Forever Matte Foundation in the color 3 Warm Olive. I'm just taking a pump of this on the back of my hand and then just applying it really softly, not dragging down the face. Speaking of face, I guess I'll just share my opinion on here because this is a safe place and you're totally allowed to disagree. No part of me sharing my opinion is me trying to have other people feel the same way. That's 0% of why I ever share. I'm under the impression that skincare is a total sham. I, for the past 2 years, really got into skincare because, first of all, maskne is real. You know what I mean? That is no joke. You saw my polka dots earlier. I did turn 30. My skin is changing a little bit. Like, I can feel it in my eyelids when I'm applying makeup. I don't know if there are new wrinkles, but they're more noticeable, I guess. Not anything to be super concerned with. Aging means you're living, so that's fun to do. I think I just wanted to get passionate about something. I'm just going to apply this in areas I want a little bit more coverage. I definitely felt immersed in skincare like never before. I have a retinol, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, AHA, BHA, and then in the mornings I do niacinamide, vitamin C, and all that. After 2 years, my skin looks no different. Come to think of it, every time I watch a YouTube skin person who looks really, really, really good, they say it's Botox. I'm not getting Botox. So that's just where I'm at on skincare. It definitely didn't help with anti-aging at all. As far as acne goes, maybe the masks have to do with it, but I'm not breaking out any less than I ever would have without all this skincare. This is the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I just love makeup. It's always instant results. It's just fun to do. When it comes to skincare, my favorite thing, I think it was my 25th birthday that I got Caudalie in my birthday present from Sephora. I started using that at night and then I've been hooked ever since, but that's just because you need to be moisturized. I think that that's the ticket right there. I remove my makeup every night. I moisturize my face. Pretty much all there is to it. That's how I see it, and I'm probably not going to change my mind. The AHA and BHA mask, it's like $80. I would honestly rather purchase like Tom Ford highlight or something than that. I want to look powdery. I have normal to oily skin, but I would love to look powdery just from makeup because I think it's fun. I never wear makeup to try to look like it's natural. I definitely try to look like I'm doing the full glam thing. I'm going to set this with the ILIA Soft Focus Powder on the same Beauty Blender. The ticket for the Beauty Blender, by the way, wring it out. So you run this under water. Don't let these be too wet. I was wondering why my concealer looked so separate and blotchy. If your Beauty Blender is wet, oh my goodness, it's not a good look. Like, this is still really poofy and it feels dry. If you squeeze it, there's no water in it at all. Now I'm going to take the La Mer powder brush and just apply the rest to the rest of my face. Super weird, but I'm just applying a little bit more. My lips have been so chapped. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronzer in 05 Warm Bronze. How many times can you say bronze? I'm taking the Nars ITA brush. I'm just going to really lightly, in a little bit circular motions, apply that to the cheekbone. Sorry, that's loud. Definitely tap off the excess. This I'm still learning. I've been watching contour tutorials. I don't know if it's my face shape or what, but I think I always come down at too much of an angle. Unless it's how my cheekbones really are, I'm not really sure. I'm also really excited about makeup tutorials too, so I've been seeing a lot more of that on YouTube. So hopefully that just means that people are just feeling a lot better about themselves and doing what they love again. It's been a long time since I've seen some people make makeup tutorials. This is the Dior Backstage contour palette, and I'm just taking this cool tone one, and this is how I contour the nosy. If my nosy looked a little bit red earlier, it's just because I was clearing it out because I'm really tired of editing out footage due to bats in the cave. I like my nose a lot, but when you put a foundation on, it kind of just flattens everything. So contour and highlight, bring the dimension back, and I shade it more than it has with no makeup on, but I just love that like dimensional look. The Dior bronzer, I'm taking the Tom Ford 06 cheek brush, and I'm just going to really lightly dab this into the hairline. Maybe this is an excessive amount of steps, but I've just been on such a fun makeup kick that I'm allowing my makeup freak flag to fly. I'm just so happy it's not hurting anybody, so I'll just allow it. When I was young, grown-ups would always tell me,
oh yeah, I was really into makeup and all that too. And then I turned 30 and then slowed down on it. Makeup doesn't matter once you turn 30.
It was always 30, and I don't know why. 30, 30, 30. I knew that that wouldn't be the case for me because this is not just a phase. This is me. This is my life. I knew a lot of things when I was really young, and they still hold true. That was an easy one for me to understand. I'm taking the Sigma F77 and the Fenty Pro Filter Powder in Banana. So yeah, they were just like a lot of people told me that I would be so over it and people calm their makeup down when they're 30, which I didn't think was the case at all because Sophia Loren is 80 and she's still doing the glam thing, and I super look up to her. As I was approaching that number, I noticed like a lot of people my age were really backing off on the makeup and getting really into skincare and more natural looks, and I was like, man, that is so cool that they are doing that. Very cool. That is so not me. Like, that's not what I'm about. Give me so much makeup, I look powdery. I love the idea of looking powdery. I just think it's so cute and fun. I turned 30 during the pandemic and we had masks and all that. Not that it really matters what people think, but I hoped that people didn't think that that's what I was doing the 30 thing where you calm down on makeup, because this is circumstantial calm. And I knew that once these restrictions were lifted and things were changing back, I knew I'd be full glam. I knew it. I have no problem waking up super early. I have no problem sitting here for however long it takes to do my makeup. So this is the Hourglass number 14 brush, and then this is just KKW Brighten 1 powder, which I don't know if they're out of business or what. I need to find something quick because I'm running out of this powder. Maybe MAC Emphasize. I'm not rebellious in the sense that like if someone tells me to do something, I'll purposely do the opposite. I'm not like that or anything. But I just knew that makeup is my passion. I'm taking Chanel Quintessence. This is a new brush. This is the Poop brush, Hourglass No. 2. I like this brush because the bristles are long, so it disperses the product like evenly and gently, but they're a little bit densely packed, so you're not just getting this light, weird wash of color. I like blusher that is punchy. I think this is the perfect brush for blusher. So this is MAC Costa Riche, and I'm just going to apply this pencil to the outer third of the lash line. If I put too much dark product on the inner corner, it really closes my eye, and plus it bunches up in a weird way. Taking the Kylie No. 16 brush, a little bit more MAC Uninterrupted, like just a dot, and tapping it, and then I'm just going to smoke this out really lightly, like barely touching the skin, because I don't want to apply too much product. I just want to disperse this. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of the Dior Brow Show, like barely touching it. My spoolie is so covered in foundation. I'll take this fan brush and then this Chanel Rosy Gold. Some of my makeup, by the way, that I haven't purchased recently, like this is a couple years old. I don't even know whether it's still available. I cannot believe how different the makeup inventory is lately. I want more highlight. I'm going to take Champagne Pop. I think Smashbox still sells Champagne Pop. I'm surprised they didn't purchase more from Becca. And I'm going to touch up my eyeliner because it always gets powdery. Still, I think it's worth it to do your eye makeup first because of how much I touch my face while I'm blending the shadow. I would rather just touch up an eyeliner than to do my face first. My nosy is looking a little shiny, so just Chanel Le Volume de Chanel. I can't really talk while I do this because I've been so often touching mascara to my face and I don't like when I do that. Okay, I'm taking Kylie Cosmetics Brown Sugar and I'm gonna apply this overlined as usual, but I only overlined the top. This is a Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade My Type. I like to get as thin a layer as possible just so it doesn't get roly-poly. And I apply this all over. Even where I overlined, it's okay. This stuff is matte, so it doesn't give you away. You can't really see the outline, I don't think. While it's wet, I like to reapply the lip liner just to help everything blend. So yeah, that is it. This is the makeup of the day. I am just really excited right now. I'm definitely feeling some kind of way and I just need to learn how to communicate it better. I've read this quote that says, confidence is like a candle. I wouldn't lose any of the fire on my candle by lighting another. It doesn't hurt to communicate empowering things to people because it doesn't take anything away from you. And that's what I like to do. I love how good it feels to be confident and feel really good. So I would love to continue to do what I can. So yeah, I have other makeup videos on my channel, but honestly, I'm planning on redoing most of them. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.